It's Totes a Mersh. Should be able to hear me now. Just mute myself. Right, so let's ask you. You said you should ask for sign-ups. So I'm always like, don't chase the money, don't chase the currency, don't chase the dollar, don't chase the euro. Look at chasing the sign-up. So whenever I look at 100 people for this intake, every single intake, I look for 100 new students. So every time between the academy, I'm thinking, how can we get in front of new people? Can I do guest podcasts? We need to put out better content on social media. We need to start a YouTube channel. We need to focus on that. We need to focus more on Instagram. We need to get in front of more people. We need to provide more people more value than any other person or any other company which is doing something similar, so that they pick us and not someone else. So it's always looking at the long term and getting people to start that. So how would you do it on an online setting? From an online setting, it would be literally just values. With online, you've got to be real specific. Like, the more specific you can be, the better. The more specific you can be on content and really niching it down as much as possible. So not just talking about periodization, not just talking about daily undulated periodization, looking at the nitty and gritty of very precise. That's when you have content longevity. That's when you can provide real depth and value with people. So from an online setting, I'd be looking at who am I trying to target, and then putting out free content, free value, whether it's on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever platform it is, and then creating for that first initial sort of influx of clients. I'd be looking at running a competition. So it could be win 8 weeks free of online personal training, or do this 8-week shred plan, or 8-week this or 8-week that, or something to market to that market if that's who you're trying to target. So in regards to what post, what frequency, at the end of the day, you could post 10 times a day on Instagram. Some people be like, it's too much, but I think you need to go against the norm. Let me get this for the vlog, Jan. So you need to go, just because everyone says, oh, post once a day on Instagram is optimal. There is no optimal. The way you've got to look at it is, if you only post once a day, then you've only got 7 opportunities to provide value to people on Instagram on a weekly basis. If you post twice a day, then that's 14 opportunities for people to gather value. So I think it comes to a place of more is not always better, if more means quality is less. But I think the best option is the best quality at the best quantity rate. I think most people, if you have got a lot of time and you are starting out, people are quite lazy. People think once a day or once every other day is sufficient. Sufficient for what? So I think when you're starting out, you need to have to go with a higher frequency. It's looking at frequency and value. Remember, something which is only a bite-sized image is going to provide a small amount of value. Something which is like a 10-minute, a 5-minute video on YouTube is going to provide a lot more value, because it's longer form content. So having both options of short form content and long form content, I think is the key. So part of it is like documenting, and part of it is creating that content. So when I say documenting, it could be your Insta story showing you doing what you do on a day-to-day basis, you in the gym, you doing something. And then for the actual creation of content, it could be like daily vlog or something along those lines. I don't think we should ever listen to what the majority say and do whatever the hell we want and over deliver and do as much as possible. That's how we talk. Right, yeah, and I've got like 6% battery because this fucking stream is. Any other questions? Yeah, I mean, yeah, keep with it. And again, you need to be patient but impatient at the same time. Patience in knowing that realistically it's not going to happen overnight, and then impatient in your actions that you do on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, bump it up to 2 a week. Maybe get some more longer form video. Maybe just get your iPhone or anything, or even like the GoPro, like this. That whole vlog I done on the weekend was all on the GoPro. Something where you can just do like some daily shit, like in the life of Luke or Jan or Yona or whoever it is, and just do it. So I think you need to have both short form and long form content. So it's even like making the most of your opportunities. Like I've got an opportunity now to document this. Most people will just be like doing it without that documentation. Yeah, Insta would be short form. So like Insta stories are real document, like little snippets. You could do a 1 minute long, nicely created Instagram video, optimized 1080 by 1080. So that documenting Insta stories, which is more organic, unless you're doing what we do and we create Insta stories for it. And then like a podcast. Yeah, I wouldn't even. Yeah, I already got 2 stories about this unit. Cool. Yeah, so I wouldn't even. I wouldn't. And look about how many people who you're trying to target listen to a podcast. Probably not a lot. More people like trainers and that listen to podcasts. So I wouldn't be looking at a podcast if I was you. I'd be looking at doing like a YouTube video where it's daily vlogging, where it's 2 times, 3 times a week, talking about a specific subject. Just getting out, putting yourself out there. Like if you don't put yourself out there on social media, how are you going to get discovered? Doing collaborations and stuff like that to help sort of those stepping stones to get you there a little bit quicker. Of course it makes sense. You know it makes sense. Yeah? All I know is I'm checking MyFitnessPal. You follow me on MyFitnessPal? Luke Johnson 20 SBS. All I know is I've got what left to eat. 20 grams of whey, 200 grams of Greek yogurt. Bit concerned if I'm good at video. Fuck it, just do it. Who gives a fuck? Right, my computer might shut down. It's got 4% battery. So yeah, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say God bless. And I'm going to say start a YouTube channel. Do that. All right then, buddy. It's been emotional. I hope you've enjoyed the whole academy. What's the name again? Luke. Oh, I'll type it in. Yeah. Thanks so much. Adios.